Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you are new, welcome. So in today's video, I have a mini haul for you for the month of February. I purchased, throughout the month of February, I purchased 5 plants, and 4 of them I purchased through Facebook Marketplace, and then 1 of them I purchased at Wegmans grocery store. Okay, so with that being said, let me turn this camera around and we'll get this video started. Okay, so instead of gathering all of the plants together, I figured I would just kind of take you around my home to where I have the plants situated. And the first one that I'm going to show you out of the 5 that I purchased in the month of February is this Peperomia prostrata, the string of turtles. And I've had this one for about 2 weeks now. 4 of them I've had for about 2 weeks. And the last one from Wegmans, I've had it for maybe just a couple of days. So this is the Peperomia prostrata, and it's doing super well for me. Since I've had it, it has put on a lot of new growth. So I'm super pleased with that. And it is sitting in my east-facing window. So it gets plenty of sunshine, but no direct light and no direct sunshine. And when I water it when it is basically almost completely dry. And I do check it with my water meter, and I let the water meter get down to between a 1 and a 2, and then I will go ahead and water it. So this is my Peperomia prostrata. And now we will move on to the second plant. Okay, so the second plant that I purchased, also from Facebook Marketplace, sits in my kitchen. And this is a south-facing window, but it does have an awning that covers this window, so it does not get any direct sunshine, just a little bit of ambient light. And I have this plant sitting in this little glass container with some saran wrap over the top, and then the lid over the top of that. And this one is my jewel orchid, and this one is a Macotes petala. And these guys are characterized by foliage that looks like it has little lightning bolts through it. And the second word from this plant, Macotes petala meaning petals, from what I have researched, these guys can be somewhat sensitive to not having enough moisture, kind of like petals on a flower that may dry up fairly quickly if they don't get enough moisture. So therefore, that's why I keep this plant in this jar, in this container. It's basically a decorative candy jar that I keep it in. And also in doing some research, I looked up on Summer Rain Oaks' video, and she does keep hers in a cloche. So I may end up picking one of those up in the near future if I can find one that I like. So this one is the Macotes petala, and I'm in love with this guy. I just hope that I can keep it alive. It seems to be doing well for now, as long as I can keep the foliage from drying up. So I am just going to keep it in this jar for a little while until I can see if I can find a cloche or another jar of some sort that I like better. So this is my jewel orchid, the Macotes petala. And I do keep the humidity up in this container by just misting the sides of the jar. And I do make sure that I keep the sphagnum moss that the jewel orchid is in. I make sure that I keep that moist as well. Okay, let's move on to the third plant that I purchased. Okay, the third plant that I purchased is this Hoya pubicalis, and from what the seller told me, she thinks there may be a couple of different varieties in here. Right now I currently have it in a nursery pot, and I'm going to plant it directly into this pot once I get some drainage in the bottom. At that time, when I go to repot it, I will kind of assess to see how many different plants are in here and take a better look to see what we have. But it does look like there is maybe, she thought maybe there might be a pink splash Puba calyx and also a royal purple Hawaiian. So I do have this guy sitting in a south-facing window. So this does get plenty of sunshine throughout the day. And this is also a plant that's been on my wish list for a long time, quite a long time. So this is my Hoya Puba calyx. And the fourth plant that I purchased from the same seller on Facebook Marketplace is this Hoyaobovata. Super pretty plant. I'm so happy that I found this plant on Facebook Marketplace. That way, you know, I didn't have to go through the trouble of ordering it online, especially right now because it is still quite cold in New York. So this one is my Hoyaobovata, and it also sits in a south-facing window. All of my Hoyas, I let them dry out completely, right down to a 1 on my moisture meter. And it seems to work for me. They do super well back here in this south-facing window. Super pleased with this plant. Okay, let's move on to the fifth plant that I purchased. And the next one. Okay, this plant I purchased at Wegmans during my shopping trip the other day. I posted a video as well, just kind of a little bit of a houseplant tour, impromptu. So yeah, this is my purple Oxalis. Not really a wish list plant per se, but I have seen it occasionally when I've been out and about, and it is pretty. And the one that appeals to me the most is the purple Oxalis. And when I purchased this one, they did have a larger pot that I think was like maybe 6 inches or 8 inches, and that was $8. This one was $3.99. I want to say this is like a 4-inch pot. So I decided to go with this one because I know it will probably grow quite quickly for me, and I'll have a larger plant in no time, I'm sure. Okay, so this is my purple Oxalis, and that is the last plant that I purchased for the month of February. So in total, I purchased 5 plants. 4 of them were from Facebook Marketplace, and this one was from Wegmans. The last thing that I purchased in the month of February, not a plant, but I did purchase this planter from my trip to TJ Maxx when I went. I also have a video posted of that as well. I fell in love with this pot when I seen it, this pink pot. Doesn't necessarily go with my decor, but I love it anyway. And all of my pots pretty much are kind of mismatched. And I guess that's kind of the way I roll. I just kind of pick up pots when I like them, when I see them, and if they appeal to me, then I pick them up. I purchased only 5 things in the month of February. So, okay guys, that is it for my mini plant haul. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.